What's going on, guys? Back for a bit of a different video here today on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. 5 things that I find wrong with this game. Perhaps these are things that nobody else has pointed out. It's not the usual things that I've seen online, but these are 5 things that I've found wrong with Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown that need fixed now. So first of all is gear selection. In particular, what we're in just now is Audi TT RS, and we can see right there an automatic gearbox. Flappy paddles or paddle shifts, whatever you want to call it, behind the steering wheel. But as we can see when we advance down the road here, the hand is taken off the wheel to change gear. Now yes, this is a very minor niggle, but I like driving the cars in the cockpit from the driver's seat, first person perspective. But I find it so distracting that that hand comes off the steering wheel for such a long time to change gear. Why is this an issue? Perhaps this shouldn't be the biggest issue in the world. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have noticed this also. It's not with every car, I know this, but why is this happening with the Audis in particular? We move over to the Audi R8. Once again, an automatic gearbox. The hand coming off, selecting drive, that's perfectly fine. But this in particular has over 1100 horsepower. Why is the hand coming off the wheel to change gear? We've got paddle shifts here. The last thing you would do in a 1100 horsepower car is take your hand off the wheel. Move over to the Bentley GT Continental. Once again we can see an automatic gearbox, and at this point we can see the paddle shifts work. Why do we have such a disparity between certain cars that, you know, the paddle shifts work in some and they don't in others? As we drive down the road here in the GT Continental, the hand doesn't come off the wheel, and I find it less distracting, more pleasurable to drive from the first person perspective inside the car and use those paddle shifts to drive the car, and we can see the paddle shifts being worked here. The hand isn't coming off the wheel to change gear, banging down the gears there, we can actually see the paddles actually moving. So it is a feature in game. Test Drive Unlimited, please fix this issue. Moving on to number 2, and it's another niggle, but it's tyre noise. Again, we're in the GT Continental, but the tyre noise is so one-dimensional across every car. As we swing left and right here, again, this is a very minor niggle. Let me know if you guys have noticed this in-game as well. But across every single car that we drive, the tyre noise is exactly the same. It's so one-dimensional. We move over to this absolute monster, 1200 horsepower Audi R8. And it's such static, one-dimensional tyre noise. For all the hype for this game, for all of the development that's went into it, those fantastic engine noises, the fantastic exhaust noises, but subpar, very poor tyre noises. It's a niggle, yes, but it's a niggle that I would like fixed in TDU. Once again, guys, let me know if you found this also in the comment section down below. Moving on to the next one, and it is an issue, and it is customising vehicles. Again, we'll sit here with the Decennium Audi R8, and yes, this is a special edition, but we have cosmetic upgrades. We've got that alert. There are upgrades available. Wait, no they're not. Why is this showing an upgrade available? We can't upgrade a special edition car apparently. We can't change wheels or the colour or do anything to it, so why do we have that alert that we can upgrade it? Move over to the Continental, down to the cosmetics. Now we can do some cosmetic changes. However, the big issue we have here is a lack of cosmetic changes. Now yes, we have 6 choices of the Bentley wheels, fantastic, but after that we have such a subpar standard of wheels available, and of those wheels available we cannot zoom out and walk about the car to see what the wheels physically look like. I think this is a huge issue with the game. I don't know what these wheels actually look like on the car. Why can't we change the size of the wheels? Then we come to the issue of the brake calipers. Why can we not change the colour of the brake calipers? They're set colours to the wheel that we choose. Black with red, white with blue. We should be able to change them. Perhaps we want to colour match them to the car. We can see the LB and the RB buttons. We can move through the menus, whether we're changing the window tints or we're going into interiors. We can change everything else in the car here. Yes, I'm not asking to be able to paint the dashboard or anything like that, but I would like to be able to customise the brake calipers to suit the car, the colour, the wheel. This is a customisable option we get in every other game. Why do we not have this in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown? Another thing that Test Drive need to fix. Move on to a different car, an SUV. Use this one for off-roading. Once again, I want to change the wheels, but I don't know what these wheels are going to look like. I want to change the calipers, but I don't know what they're going to look like. We can change that interior, but we can't change the colour of the brake calipers. They're fixed to the colour of the wheel. I want to change the alloys, but I can't zoom out to see what they look like on the car. Test Drive, please just fix this issue. No other car game seems to have this problem. Yes, it's a minor niggle, but it's a niggle that I do believe needs fixed. Moving on to number 4, road discovery. Now for this instance, what I'm going to do is come in and test drive the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Now what we can see here is the test drives... Sorry, let's just start that again. This game is called Test Drive. We're coming in to test drive cars, and we can see on this minimap, we've got an undiscovered road right next to the Lamborghini workshop, or showroom. And as we're driving down that road, we're not discovering it. Why is this happening? I understand in races that yes, we're not discovering roads. I totally understand that. But we're out here on the public roads, road testing it, or test driving a car. We're not discovering these roads. I think this is a huge issue. We're having to go back over ourselves time and time again to discover roads when we're out there already driving on them. Yes, once again, it might be a minor niggle, but I think this is an issue that Test Drive Unlimited need to fix now. Come back over into our own car, back to the same section of roads, and we already know we can discover those roads straight away. I don't think we should have to do this. We've just drove it on a test drive of that Aventador. We shouldn't have to come back into our own car and test drive, rediscover that road in our own car after just driving it. Then lastly, we're going to talk about unusable vehicles. Yes, once again, we're in the Lamborghini showroom. I have supercar categories unlocked for races. I'm ranked level 34, but I can't buy the supercar that I want to buy for these races. Whether it is the Aventador SVJ, or whether we're coming over to the Huracan Performante, you have to be level 40, but supercar races unlock at level 30. I think this is once again an issue. Yes, I bought the Audi R8 Decennium, but whether it was the Aventador, the Huracan, the old Countach, the new Countach, wherever it may be, we still cannot get into these cars until level 40, but we've already done most of the supercar races. Another issue, Test Drive Unlimited, please fix this. So my final thoughts for this. I do think this is a fantastic game, it's got fantastic potential. Yes, there are perhaps more issues than there are good parts, but the good parts we have to acknowledge are good in this game. But these are minor niggles that I found that really do annoy me with the game. Please put in the comment section down below if you've also noticed these niggles, and also list some issues that you've also found with the game that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown needs to address. Guys, please like, please subscribe. I want to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers on this channel, so please help me doing that, and I will catch you all in the next video.